on. It's still morning. It's 11:45. I'm sitting here having basically coffee, talking to you. But it's coffee talk, and everybody gather around, get your coffee, get your drink, and pay attention. And I appreciate it if you watch the video all the way through before you make any assumptions on the title, on anything else that might be written on the video that you see. Watch it all the way through before you make any opinions about what you think I'm talking about. My videos aren't always seen by everybody in the order that you think they are. Some of you have been going in and seeing videos from the past and remarking on those videos, and you think that that's what is happening right now. Actually, if you look at the bottom of the video, it'll tell you how long ago the video was. It'll say like a year ago, 5 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 days ago. And if the older ones, if it was a year ago, if it was 6 months ago, then you can assume that whatever I was talking about is either what was happening at the time and or what I'm working towards and what I'm hoping to accomplish. Those kind of things. So I wanted to address, because different times I have posted videos that talk about I don't know what to do with myself. Life is playing havoc with me right now, and different things like that. And in my latest post was talking about how my life is over. I don't know what to do with myself anymore. I mean, I'm 82, and but people come on here and they think that they know me well enough to know that they can say, well, why don't you go to a senior place and hang out with the seniors, or bingo, go play bingo, or learn how to crochet if you don't already know how to crochet. And what's the point to all that? What, just to keep me busy? I want more than just being busy. If I just wanted to be busy, I would do that. But first of all, let me say something. I am not your average 82-year-old. I'm not your average grandma or your great-grandma. I love my grandkids dearly. And we do not communicate on a daily basis. The kids nowadays are different than what we were growing up. I went to see my grandma every day. I walked 2 or 3 miles to go see my grandma. And we'd spend time together and talk together. I had another sister that was like that, and we'd go together and visit our grandma. But here's the thing I'd like to know. What is it about anybody out there, I don't care who you are, that got this idea that because somebody's a certain age that this is what they could be doing and enjoying? Well, no, first of all, I mean, I did learn to crochet in school. That went about that far. I'm an adventurous. I like to have adventures. I like to take journeys. And I've had that most of my life. As soon as I turned 18, a few of us got up and took off and went to Florida. Didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing. We just got up and wanted to go have an adventure and be someplace else. Out of that small little town where we were at. Nothing going on there. But the adventure, the journey of not knowing, and we learned. Oh my God, we learned. And because I certainly wasn't learning anything at home. The family I grew up in didn't teach us anything except go to church. Go to church. And if you get pregnant, you got to get married. You can't take care of that baby by yourself. In fact, we weren't even taught and told about if you do this, you're going to have a baby. Or anything like that. So, very naive, got up and went. We just went. Naive to the fact that, well, no, why can't we just go? Why can't we just do it? We just did it. We were allowed to roam the streets at night because it was safe. Just go out and run around and do what you want to do. I mean, just do what you want to do. So my life has always been one form of adventure or another. Got married to an alcoholic. Now that adventure was staying alive while I had a husband that would knock the tar out of me all the time. Traveled us all around the United States. That was in itself a survival, learning how to survive and take care of yourself against a demanding alcoholic husband. An adventure. Not a nice adventure, but it was an adventure. And traveling and meeting different people and doing different things. I really learned how to get out on the stage and sing in those days with my husband, going to different lounges and stuff like that, and they'd have contests. And most of the time I'd win them. Now, is that to say that I was good? Well, I was good for my status, but around the people that I was at. Would I have been able to do it up against the new American Idol winner? No. She had a lot of support, a lot of people to teach her, and a lot of musicians behind her, and she learned how to do the playing of her instruments and stuff. I, on the other hand, was not taught anything. I just sang. It just come natural. And after I got older, then I wanted to learn some things, and I learned just enough on the keyboard and a little bit on the guitar, dobro, just enough to get the tune for a song for me, and to put some music to some words that I'd written. And not enough, and there was not a real passion there to learn. And although my mom did play the guitar, I had cousins and aunts and uncles that played the guitar. But nobody took the time to say, well, you know, maybe you'd like this, and nobody, there was nothing there. And although there's a hint of an idea that I'd like to be able to play a musical instrument, it's not enough to form a passion over it. So most of my life was a journey. It was an adventure. And if I felt like joining a contest, I'd join a contest. And most of the time, like I said, I'd win. And it was amazing to get up and entertain people. And then when I got back home here and got divorced from him and different things, then I started finding out that they had places around about you could just go sing. You go, you get in free, because if you're a singer, you get in free. And I could dance and have a good time. I could get up and entertain for the people, because it was real musicians. Not me trying to plunk around on a keyboard and trying to write songs and put a tune to my words. And it was an adventure. And back when I was doing all that, then I decided that, well, I needed a keyboard to get the tune to my song that I was going to sing, and I would know what to tell the musicians. I sing it in this key. And because just any old key won't do. And any of you out there that listen to music, those musicians and those people that write those songs, some of it comes easy to them, especially if they already know how to play an instrument and stuff. And they know how they want the tune to go. They put it in that tune, but it's still work. It's a lot of work. The recording sessions. Now, way back when, it was a lot easier and more simpler, but nowadays it's become more corporate, more having to go through people, a whole bunch of different people to get heard, to even get your song heard. Now, you can copyright your song in the Library of Congress, but somebody has to come along and promote that song for you to producers and record companies and stuff like that. And when you don't have that, you can't do it. It's not that easy. It's not that simple. Now, the most that I've been able to get my songs heard is a couple videos on here. And that's it. And it's not what you think at all. There's a lot of hard work that went into those couple of songs that I have been able to put on here. And it's not real music. It's a keyboard. That's not real musicians and stuff. But my life has been an adventure, learning no matter where I went about different things. Went to college. Never thought I'd be able to do college in my life, but at 62 I went to college. Got a four-year diploma in criminal justice, and learned how to operate the computer and stuff like that. So, but I've always been adventurous, and that's what I am. And sitting down and playing bingo or crocheting is not adventurous to me. Like I said, I've tried the bingo scene. Now, I'm sorry, I don't see the point to it. There's no adventure in it. And plus, you're sitting around people that mostly are seniors and want to talk about their aches and pains, and I don't want to talk about my aches and pains because it just keeps me there. And from time to time, I'll come on here and let y'all know I'm in a lot of pain, to let you know, because there's things I can't do. like getting up and doing the dance videos. Man, those dance videos are hard for me because I can't move around with the pain like I used to be able to. Now, hopefully one day I can get rid of the pain. But right now I can't dance like I used to, but at least I try to get up and show you that we can at least do something. And I'm trying to show you that we can do something. But people that come on in my comments and talking about senior centers and senior apartments and low-income apartments, and to me, that's giving up. Going and letting the government take care of me. Going and communing with people that want to sit in a negative atmosphere and talk about their sicknesses and no adventure to that whatsoever. I can't do that because I don't want that idea of me sitting around, woe is me, on me all the time, because when I'm sitting here by myself, I don't want to sit and say, woe is me, because I will have what I say. And when I'm sitting here by myself, I want to be able to hear myself say, Joyce, your legs are getting better all the time. Just hang in there. They'll get better. They'll get better. But if I'm around people that's all they talk about, and that's all I hear, well, my brain's going to pick that up, and I'm going to start talking that way to myself, and I don't want to do that. And and the thing of it is that a lot of people that come on here and comment on some of these videos, you're only hearing that video. You don't go back and you don't hear that I'm living in a camper, and you don't have a clue what it's like to live in a camper. Some of you do. Most of you don't, because you've either got an apartment or you own your own house, or you're living in a house with your family or something. You don't have a clue what it's like to live in a camper and trying to make a home out of it. And I've lived long enough to know that living in a comfortable home is good for your psychic. Clutter is bad for your psychic. And safe, clutter-free home, a homey feeling to it, that's good for you. And especially when you have nothing more to do with your life right now. So I've decided, last night I had an epiphany after Dolly passed. As far as the singing goes and entertaining people, that's off the table. Unless somebody comes along and says, look, I want you to sing such and such place, and we've got all the equipment and everything. We've got everything it takes and the people to help you out. We will help you get to your goal. Unless that happens, I'm letting it go, because as far as I'm concerned, I sing okay in my realm where I'm at, but I couldn't even match some of the people, some of the women that out there that can sing like they can sing. So I can let that go. And as far as writing songs, the only way that I can write songs right now, because I can't play an instrument, so it wouldn't even be a song at all. It would just be words on paper, because I don't know how to put a tune to a song. The only way I did it before was that I'd sit for hours on a keyboard and work it out on the keyboard. I don't have that gift of putting my music to my words to music. So the work that would go into doing that, and then for what purpose? Because you have to know people, and you have to have the ability to get your songs published. And to get your songs published, you have to have music to it. It has to go through some form of company to publish your songs for you, to where an artist can hear them and decide they want to record them. There's a lot that goes into it, and you have to know people. You have to have the ability to get to these places, to get your songs published, have somebody put a tune to it for you, and have somebody play it for you, and or even record it for you. There's a lot more that goes into it than you could even know and understand. So that's off the table for me. Now I could do AI, which I've done a couple of songs like that. And right now I've got plenty of songs that would keep me busy with that. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to do that, and for what end would it be for? The only thing that I could do with them would be to start a YouTube channel and put all my songs on that, hoping that people would listen to them. But I wouldn't own the copyrights to it, because I couldn't sell them. I couldn't put them out there and make money on them, because AI would be part of it, and whoever had that AI app would want paid. I wouldn't completely own the whole song. So again, to what end? The only adventure that would be in that would be for me to sit down and put the songs, type them in the app, and let AI create it, and use my voice to sing it with. That would be the adventure. That part right there. And there's still work has to go into that. To what end? It's just like you got a job. Why are you working? You're working to make money. Well, why do you want to make money? Because you got to live. There's things you want to do with your life, and it takes money. Well, see, there's no point to it. There's no purpose to it. I had a friend once say, "Well, sit and sing to yourself." To what end? I know I can sing to in my little level of music. To what end? I want to be doing something purposeful. So the only thing that I can think of right now that I can do is my YouTube channels. Try to focus more on them and the life that I've lived, and to maybe put it out there for y'all, and show you what I'm doing and how I made it through where I made it. This right here is all I've got right now. I'm working on my leg. The doctor got a hold of me this morning and said I've got my blood vessels in my legs have calcification, and gonna hook me up with one of them doctors, a vascular doctor, to see what we can do about taking the pain away in my leg. So gonna be working on that. And but my goal is to be able to run again. I want to run. I love to run. And what's the purpose to that? To me, that's fun. Running and laughing and playing, that's fun. running with the grandkids around me and me running with them. To me, that's fun. And I've got great grandkids right now. The grandkids are too. Now they might. I can't play football with them and stuff like that. I might be able to. Who knows? So this is my goal. This is my adventure right now. I do have other ideas in mind. I'd like to be a tiny home creator. I'd like to design tiny homes and get in that industry and be working alongside people that build and me help design it and be able to I'd like to have 100 acres and build tiny home communities and make it possible for people that don't have homes to have a home. That's up in here. So my video has went on too long now, but that is to address, this video is to address all you people that comment that don't really know the whole story to me and where I'm coming from. And I've said over and over and over again, no bingo for me, no old-time communities. Although I did sign up for one, I'd rather have my own house and be able to take care of my own financial business without everybody out there knowing where my money goes and stuff like that, and decide for me what I can have and what I can't have. So, like I said, bingo's not an adventure for me. I don't see the point to it. A lot of you have said hobbies. I do draw a little bit, but I'm sorry, I'm really not a good drawer. My creativeness, I have a lot of creativeness in designing like Facebook pages and my YouTube channel and what it looks like, and creating names, and I can write. It's not. I can't write poetry. I can, but I can't. I can put words together that if somebody wanted to put the music to it, I can do that. But my main creativeness is arranging a home, a place into a home. That's my main creativeness. And there's no call for that for me right now. I mean, I would love to be able to be someplace that I could help somebody create their home and possibly make some money on it. So, but anyway, I'm going to go back to this. If you believe you can or if you believe you can't, you're right. Well, I'm going to change that up a little bit. Before you can believe that you can, you have to want to. That's really the name of the game. So down deep inside, if you really don't want to do something, or you just maybe think maybe you'd like to try it, you're not going to have that you believe you can do it. But you can believe that you're poorer than a church mouse. That's easier to believe because you can look at your circumstances and say, well, yeah, I'm poor. I believe I'm poor. And I believe I'm always going to be poor, or whatever the case may be. So if I wanted to write a song, we'll say with AI, say that because that's all I've got right now. If I wanted to do it, I know that I could do it. I believe I could do it. I'd sit down and do it. But you have to want to. That's it. That you have to want to do it before you can believe that you can do it. So, as a man thinks in his heart, that's the way he will go. So right now, my goal is to make my YouTube channel better, help you out more, and live my life as happy and as joyful as I can. You have a great day.